this relationship either just ended or it's about to end. And the reason that's happening is because you needed to focus on your self-love. This whole process has been a lesson of you learning how to choose yourself, of you learning how to love yourself, of you learning how to be like, I actually don't deserve this behavior. It's now. Okay, it just happened or is about to happen. It's falling apart. The angels are saying it's time to say goodbye. This is not something we need to hold on to right now, but they do want to acknowledge that this relationship was very important to you. And there's also this energy of you needing to focus on your finances. I don't know if maybe your finances were connected in some way and you needing to pull them away or figure out how to sustain something for you separately from this person. But there is an urge to figure out your spending and an urge to prioritize what is most important financially for you, or maybe to get a career that can really sustain the life that you want to live. So what they're telling me too is that this relationship became very closed off emotionally. There wasn't a lot of emotional connection here. At one point, I think that you had felt like this person was like your twin flame or your other half. But I think that started to fall apart. They are saying that this person had some sneaky behavior. When I see this card, it means to me that this person is a shit stirrer, right? Like they're causing problems within the relationship, kind of intentionally or maybe subconsciously, but it is a bit of a self-sabotaging act. And it also feels to me that like they're kind of stalking you a little bit on social media. I know every tarot reader says that, but it says it right here in the card, bro. They're hiding themselves. They're just like, I feel like their energy was like creating drama almost intentionally to end this, and like you had to walk away from it. And the hard part about it is it's like you felt so much for this person, and it was like you saw a future with them. You had all this hope for what this could turn into, and then it's like the mask started to fall off with this other person. So let's get into the tarot and see what else is happening with this. So what is collective's energy towards their person in this reading? Okay, that was fast. Strength. And part of you is still holding on hope that you can figure out how to make it work here, okay? But how else is collective feeling? Oh, the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I feel like your energy around this thinks that like, or feels that at some point it can make a turn for the better, and that like everything will be okay. Like you're very hopeful for this to work out still. You haven't fully let go of it. It's almost, I'm hearing too, like there was like a separation, or maybe you're taking like a pause, for instance, and you're like, maybe we just need to figure some things out separately in order to come back together stronger. Also 11:11 on the time as I say that. So let's see. Yeah, but you do feel blocked, you feel stopped. And so when we feel this blocked energy, it's because we need to do something differently. We need to look at a situation from a different perspective here, because the choice you want to make is stopping you in your tracks. And so I feel like there's a different creative answer that we need to find. How is collective's person feeling about this connection ending? Their energy is a little bit different. I also feel like too, your energy could be hopeful for yourself. Maybe not even just hopeful that this relationship, I think there's two sides to this coin, for the people that are going to be seeing this video. I just heard that like your energy is hopeful for what you can create for yourself, and that's actually why you walked away. Your energy, like you're like, I have the strength to move on from this. I have the strength to take care of myself. I have the strength to choose love over everything instead of this weird like gunky. And I do feel like you had been feeling really gunked out in this relationship just because it was like negative emotionally for you, especially towards the end. And it's like you see such a bright future for yourself, and you know that you can cultivate that without this person in your life. But still there is this block here. What is this block specifically, Spirit? Oh yeah. Interesting. Can I get another one for that? I pulled the Queen of Swords and then the Three of Wands. I think the block is a little bit like your coldness. Like you think you have to get through this by being very stern, cut off. And and like acting like it doesn't affect you, being disconnected from your emotions a little bit here. And then we also have the Three of Wands too, and it's like, be careful of just running away from your emotions to escape the heaviness of this connection. It is really important to process this as it's going on. And then the energy of your partner in this situation, I have the Page of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. They're ready for their new opportunities. All right, like they're already might be exploring their options. Honestly, I pulled the Lovers too. This feels like, to me, I don't know, maybe if you picked up on them doing some shady behavior behind your back. I'm not going to say it, but they also pulled the Judgment card, and so this is going to be a shock to their system if this ended already or if it's about to, where they're probably going to go through a little bit dark night of the soul or ego death as they're processing this and realizing. It might take them a little while though, as they realize what they've lost here, but yeah. The heartbreak's going to hit them later because I pulled the Seven of Pentacles and then the Three of Swords. They're going to feel like they lost all of the work they put into it, but like, why are you feeling a loss of something that you sabotaged? Actions have consequences, don't they? Oh, poor me. Get over it. And then the Four of Pentacles. I see them becoming very reserved and drawn back into themselves. I think initially once it ends, they're going to be like, woo, I get to go play around, do whatever I want. And then it's going to hit them and they're going to be like, holy, that was a mistake. I don't know why I did that. But that's their pattern and not something for you to understand or fix within them. You don't need to ask yourself why this happened. That's just, they showed you their true colors. Okay. And you already know that the next step is pouring into yourself and filling yourself up with love, self-love. I wouldn't even concern yourself with whether or not you should get back together with this person. Okay. That's not what's most important. So I hope this message helped. You got this. Keep going. I love you. Bye.